And now, broadcasting live from the Darkroom Studio at Craven Community College, it's In the Know.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to In the Know. I'm Craig Ramey.
I'm Megan Johnson. Good morning, Craig.
Good morning. It's so great to see you.
You too.
Yeah.
So you're missing something, aren't you?
Yeah. So usually I've got a little earpiece in that helps me listen to the music, and I get to hear Joseph in the booth and Holly. And then right as the show started, I was like, I'm not hearing anything. It's because I didn't put anything in my ear today.
That's okay.
That's okay.
Had to slap your legs. It's your turn.
Right, yeah. Talk. So anyway, this is In the Know, where we do this show every week from our studio here on the Craven Community College campus in New Bern, in the Public Radio East studios. We talk about things going on at the campus, things going on in the community. We cut up, have a good time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we don't do this by ourselves.
No.
We have to have help or to make us look good and sound good.
No, we also need help.
I do need help. Lots of help. Good morning, Joseph. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm good. Holly, how are you? Good morning. Peachy Keen? Peachy Keen.
Yeah, she gave us 2 thumbs up, I think.
2 thumbs?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep, there we go.
We're in a good place, yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
Well, we do have 2 wonderful guests with us today.
Yes, of course. We're going to be talking about our summer camps that we offer at Craven Community College. So we'll have Tyler Leaser from of the Havelock campus.
Very good.
And they're sitting at the table here with us very quietly, but they are here.
They're here.
Yeah, but the fun stuff for kids to do over the summer.
Spoiler alert, we could have teleported them in.
Oh, do we have that technology?
Yes.
Great. We should start teaching a class at Craven Community College.
That's going to be at some of these camps that we're going to be talking about.
I can promise you, if the Star Trek beaming technology were available, it would be students on Craven Community College's campuses that would be coming up with that technology and working on the transporters.
Absolutely.
I believe it.
It'll be good.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
All right, so today is, what's our date? May the 7th? 6th?
8th.
It's the 8th. I'm behind. So what is it? What's the special day today, Megan?
Today, it is May 8th, by the way.
Okay.
Thursday, May 8th. Today is Give Someone a Cupcake Day.
Whoa.
So my apologies because I epically failed and did not bring you any cupcakes. But I have to tell you, full disclosure, I was in the grocery store yesterday and they all looked yucky. And I also know they come to us frozen, so they're not like freshly decorated. I won't tell you which food store I went to. Mm-hmm. And I thought, I am not going to waste our time eating that.
Yeah,
so,
it's the calories. You don't want to waste the calories.
Well, I mean, if you're going to eat it. I mean, want a good one. So I encourage you to go to some of our many local bakeries and patronize them and pick up one of the fancy cupcakes and take it home and make somebody happy.
I would also add, if you're watching us on the live stream right now, we'll be here for the next 25
somebody
or so minutes.
Somebody can bring me a cupcake?
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people in the studio. So
half a dozen.
Yeah, bring on a half a dozen of cupcakes, and
that would be fun.
We'll probably be happy to have them.
That would be fantastic.
Yeah.
So let me tell you a little bit about the happiness that we can be spreading, right?
Okay.
It's far and wide today when people give each other cupcakes. It doesn't matter if they are store-bought, I disagree, homemade cupcakes. Well, I mean, bakery stores always make a day better. They've been doing this for 2 centuries. Some really cool stuff. I'm sorry I didn't show up with anything, but I did learn some really cool stuff about it. The first mention of a dessert that with qualities of a cupcake came out in the American Cookery in 1796. And the first term cupcake wasn't used until 1828. So it's been around a long time, like 2 centuries. Isn't that cool? There's 2 definitions for cupcakes, the ones that are actually put into a cup, originally, or that they were a cup of products, which then was coined into the pound cake.
Right.
So that's how they morphed.
Do you think somebody they wanted to make a cake, but they only had a muffin pan, and so they said, let me make the best of it?
Muffin pans didn't come out until later. So the crockeries or ramekins, that would have been first.
Okay, I see.
Yeah, pottery. And then the use of tin.
All right.
Yeah, and the little sleeves,
Got
the
me.
cupcake sleeves. So do you like your cupcakes filled with stuff, or do you like a traditional with just icing and maybe a sprinkle or 2?
Yeah, so I do enjoy a cupcake that's got a little bit of a filling in it, but I don't like a cupcake that's got this much frosting on top.
Correct.
Because I don't know how to approach it.
Yes.
Every time I try to eat it, I'm just like trying to find the side or coming on the top, and then it's just like 6 or 7 bites of just sugar topping before I get to the cake that I want.
I
And I see Tyler and Ricky nodding with me.
Yeah.
They're on team not too much frosting on top.
That's right.
So have you ever seen somebody take the bottom of the cupcake off and make it like a sandwich?
I have seen that.
I think that's kind of clever. I've never done it. but I think it's kind of cool.
So,
and I don't like fruit on my cupcakes.
Don't they sell them that way though? Don't they sell like you can take it and cut it in half? Like I'm sure Little Debbie's got something, any kind of a cream.
Sure,
like
yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know what it would be called. But
King Dongs.
Is that what they're called?
No.
Okay.
I don't know. weren't King Dongs
Trademark.
a little chocolate dipped, icing filled, and then they were wrapped in foil? Wasn't that a King Dong?
I think it was a Ding Dong, is what it was called.
No, there's Ding Dongs too.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
I get them all confused because those and the Twinkies, they're all kind of in the same family.
And, yeah, Hostess. I don't know. And probably in different parts of the country, probably had different flavors and names.
Because when I eat a Twinkie, I break it in half like people do with the cupcakes, and I stack them on top. I'm just kidding. An insane person would do that.
When was the last time you had a Twinkie?
It's been a while. Yeah.
Oh my gosh! I mean, I don't think I've touched one in 30
It's probably
years.
still in there somewhere. I don't think they move. I don't think they're actual food. They just kind of set up shop inside your body.
Yeah, I think that they probably would survive the Holocaust.
They would. Yeah. There's no stopping them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay. One more thing to talk about.
Okay.
So we've got graduation next Friday.
Yes. A week from tomorrow.
We are not going to be on the air next Thursday because you'll be at practice.
That's right.
What I wanted to share is one of the special things that we get to see at graduation, of course, are all of the wonderful graduates crossing the stage with their hats, caps, and gowns. But we all have special nursing students that will also be dressed in their nursing outfits, correct?
Well, yes.
Yep, there they are. Look at that. So today is National Student Nurse Day.
Oh, wow.
So I wanted to celebrate all of our student nurses that will be graduating and pursuing wonderful careers in medicine. So we're grateful for all that they do. And as they have to start, we obviously have the program, start with workforce development in the CNA program and move on up.
So, Joseph, did you take this photo recently? Are these this year's graduates?
Yes.
Great.
Isn't that beautiful?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so each year, right before we get to graduation, we'll get them together and we'll do a group shot and then some individual photos as well. So Joseph must have just got this one pretty recently. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very good.
So that's great. So we're celebrating, and so it's very appropriate that would be National Student Nurse Day.
It is.
Yeah. So they'll have their pinning ceremony a week from today, actually. They always have a pinning ceremony on that Thursday, and then they walk with everybody else at graduation on Friday.
That's awesome. That's very exciting. So
Yeah.
anyway, glad we could celebrate that.
Yes.
Yay! So, you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's talk about our guests.
Yes, we're talking about
Yes.
summer camps.
Yes,
so
yes.
welcome to the show, Ricky and Tyler. Great to see you.
Glad to be here.
Glad to be here. Yeah, thanks for having us.
Well, move your microphone.
Okay.
I know you got your big ref voice on, but I mean,
You can project it, yeah.
we want to hear you.
Yeah. But yeah, so you've both been on the show before. We're happy to have you back again. And for those who don't know, Craven Community College offers summer camps every summer, and they're always very popular.
Always.
And we always listen to what people in the community are looking for, what their kids want to do, and try and change things up a little bit. And so we're at that point where we're in the last couple of weeks of registration.
Right.
For some of the camps that we have available. So let's talk about some of the camps we got. So we have camps on the New Bern campus and the Havelock campus, right? So Tyler, you want to talk first about some of the camps we have coming up on the New Bern campus?
Sure. So we actually added a couple of new camps this summer. We have camps going from June through July. I think last year we only had July camps, so pretty excited to be able to expand our offerings. We do have 2 STEAM camps, one for elementary school students, one for middle school students. So this is going to be where they learn some science, some engineering, some technology. They build some Alka-Seltzer rockets. They're building slime. They're tie-dyeing T-shirts and learning about color theory. We also have our Creative Hands, our ceramics camp. So this is where students will learn some techniques with pinching and rolling different clays. They'll fire them in the kiln and then be able to paint them later once they come out. And then the 2 new camps that we're trying this summer, we have a creative writing camp. This is going to be for middle schoolers. So students will come in, they'll learn about story building techniques, character building techniques, writing poetry. We're hoping that they'll get a lot of different examples of their own writing. And we're going to, at the end of the camp, I don't know what the word is, bind it together into a book for them, and then that way, after it's all over, they'll have this book that they can take home with them.
That's really cool.
Yeah. And then the last new camp that we have is for rising 3rd and 5th graders, and it's going to be a music camp. We've actually purchased a bunch of new ukuleles, and we're going to try and teach these little kids. I don't know how their fingers are going to do it, but they've promised me that it's doable. Teach them how to play the ukulele.
And what are the age groups for that?
So the ukulele camp is rising 3rd and 5th graders, and the creative writing camp rising 6th and 8th graders.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. And I love that you have so many different types of offerings that you're bringing. So you mentioned the STEAM camps. A lot of people know what STEM is.
Yep.
Not everybody knows what STEAM is. So let's help people understand the difference there.
Yeah, so STEAM is adding the arts a little bit more into the movement. And, if you think about science, technology, math, it's really just about understanding the world around us. And that's the same thing that we do in the arts as well.
Yeah.
Right? It's all just trying to understand how the world works, to understand how we interact with the world. So including that with the science, technology, math is just a natural way to do it.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
And Ricky, tell us about some of the camps that are happening on the Havelock campus.
Love to. We'll be having an engineering camp for high school students as well. We have a few openings for that as we speak right now. That's going to be a 3-day camp on Havelock campus. We also have an engineering camp for middle schoolers, which is full, unfortunately, but that was a very popular camp. That's kind of filled up early. We'll be doing a aviation camp, a 3-day aviation camp. 5-day aviation camp, which we're excited about that. We do have some slots left for that.
Okay.
And we have 3D modeling for high schoolers, and also 3D printing for high schoolers. So
Okay.
A lot of good stuff going on. We're excited about the camps, and these camps we ran in the past, and they've always been very, very, very productive. Folks love them. Good stuff.
It is.
We're
It's very
excited.
good. I like like you were saying, the variety, so if you've got a student that they're not quite sure, this is a great way to kind of step in.
Yes.
And they're not always running at the exact same time, right? So they could do more than one camp.
Most of our students end up doing 2 or 3 of them every summer. Yeah.
And what are the hours for that?
It is 8:30 to 12:30 Monday
Okay.
through Friday. So it's a week-long camp for each one of the ones on the New Bern campus.
Very
Yeah,
good.
in half days. The aviation one might be a little bit closer to a full day.
Yeah,
but-
the aviation. Well, actually, it's just till 3 o'clock.
Till 3, okay.
8:30, 3 o'clock, and it's 5 days, Monday through Friday.
Okay.
Excited about that, and that's been a very popular camp the last few years. I've been down there and seen that last few years, and it's really good stuff.
What's the best way for a parent to sign a student up for these camps?
Probably checking our website. So I don't know if you have the.
I think Joseph will
Thing you
probably
can
put the
pull
link
up.
in, or Holly's
Yeah,
probably
it's-
already done it.
It's already in the comments.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's cravencc.edu/summer camps.
So I think going there's a lot of you'll find the registration forms on there, and then you'll find contacts. So a lot of our camps have filled up at this point. We do still have some opening slots for the New Bern campus. All the STEAM camps are full. The ceramics camps are full, but the creative writing and the music camp still have quite a few spots. So go to the website that we said, find the registration form, and then find the contact person for that individual camp. Give them a call. Just let them know the student's information, and you should be good up and set to go.
Great.
Very nice.
Joseph, can you pull that photo back up again? I just want to point something out. So what we're looking at on the left side, those are some of our students who are in the art camp on the New Bern campus last year. That might even be a ceramics camp. I'm not really sure. It looks like there's some clay. Yep. And then on the right, those students are in, I believe it was either the engineering or the aviation, but you can see that they're putting together a drone. I think I might have taken that photo actually. But they were doing some really cool things last year with those drones and flying them through obstacle courses. And you had volunteers from FRC come over as
That's
well
correct.
and help. Is that happening again this year?
It will be. We will have that again as well.
Yeah.
We're excited
So
about
that's
that.
really cool that they're able to come over and you've got people who work in those fields and can really help answer those
That's correct.
real world questions they might have and help them see the fun side of engineering
Yes,
too.
yes. I tell you what's really cool though is when you get these kids, and we've had some kids who came to our camps 8 or 10 years ago, and now they've come through here, and students, and they talk about that when they get here. It's pretty cool. to
Yeah.
see that story. Yeah.
Yeah.
It also helps them be more comfortable when they finally come
No
to college
doubt.
here because they were apart in the hallways. And,
Yeah.
Oh, I was in this classroom, and so that's
Exactly.
neat.
And had fun, right? Yeah. Sometimes we get busy here at work and we might not always remember that summer camps are happening because we got other things going on. But it's always nice to step outside and summer camp's
You know
happening
it.
because there's Alka-Seltzer rockets blasting off or
And it will be fun.
Yeah.
It's always a good time.
Yeah.
yeah.
I still want that teleporter. I think that'll be fun.
You want a teleporter?
Yeah, I think we need to. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we could get people to sign up for a teleporter
I think
class
so.
for sure.
I'm sure there's some ninth through 12th graders that could figure that one out,
Yeah.
don't you?
Mhm. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So we were talking.
I'll offer to do it.
You will?
I will.
You'll be the
I'll
first
the
test
one.
subject.
I'll be the test one. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you just need to hug the Alka-Seltzer rocket, and it'll send you.
Exactly.
It'll send you somewhere else. I'm sure.
That's gonna be a lot of Alka-Seltzer to put me in space.
Maybe so. Maybe so. So let's make sure we let people know the registration deadline has extended. So they might have seen some other information out there previously that would suggest that the date passed maybe today, but it's now
14th.
the 14th, right?
That's correct. Next
So people got
Wednesday,
time for that?
We got time.
Yeah. Great.
And we're excited about that. And hey, you got any questions, don't hesitate to call. We'll answer them for you, but we'd love to have you.
Yeah.
Really would.
Ricky, remind me, in the 3D camp, what's kind of a day in the life of what that
Well,
might be?
basically what they'll do, they'll do design, of course. We'll get them in there and we'll do some CAD design basically, and we'll design it, and then we'll shoot it to the 3D printer and we'll print it and actually make some adjustments, that kind of thing. It's really cool stuff. We may even get a chance to use they all use 3D printers, which is pretty cool, and we may even have some handheld scanners they could use, that type of thing. So it's really good stuff, and this kind of segues into our computer-aided drafting program, our CAD program, which is really popular. A lot of job opportunities out there in that, and it's a lot of fun. That's the whole thing about it's fun. I tell kids all the time, man, find something you want to do that's fun to you, because you'll love going to work every day.
Yeah.
And that's what we do.
Great. And then Tyler, you're talking about the music camp that we have coming up. Just curious, are you a ukulele player?
No, I am not. I do have a hand-me-down ukulele
Yeah?
that was gifted to me,
Okay.
but never actually opened it up. I can't play guitar,
Okay.
but from what I understand, ukulele, it's
They're
backwards,
different.
it's different, the strings are all in the wrong spot.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
There's
No,
only four
I'm
of
with
them.
you.
it's
I'm with
small.
There's
I
only
think-
4, yeah.
Yeah.
Can you play the ukulele,
I
Megan? Of
have.
course you
Ooh,
can.
yeah.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
But you didn't bring it today.
I didn't. I mean, actually, I only did it because I had to.
Yeah.
So it's not that I was good at it.
Yeah.
No, but my kid, she loves it. She's got a soprano, a couple of sopranos, a tenor, a bass ukulele. She's got a whole bunch of them.
Yeah.
So
Wow, yeah.
yeah. And
Yeah.
she's
I didn't know they made
self-taught.
bass
Yeah.
ukuleles.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's fun. And the chording is a little bit different. So the strings are different tones. But it's neat.
And there's no rhyme or reason for the strings on a ukulele. I've tried to figure it out. It's not upside down. It's just a random assortment.
But for somebody who might have failed at the guitar, because guitar is a little bit harder if you've got a smaller hand, and reach, you can get pretty quick success with a ukulele.
Yeah.
So and I've had as young as kindergartners to learn. So
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the perfect age for them to be learning how to play the
so
ukulele.
you
And
said
their hands are the
3 to
perfect
5,
size.
Third
right?
to fifth graders.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's perfect. Yeah. There's really quick success. You can also capo a ukulele, which is kind of fun, and you can also tune it just to one chord.
Oh.
Okay,
To
that's
make
what
it
I need.
really simple. So
That's
then
what I
so then you just slide.
Yeah.
It's good.
I did want to say that after these camps are done for the New Bern campus, we are going to have a showcase. So it's going to be Tuesday, July 29th in the afternoon. I believe it's starting at 5:30.
Okay.
So students and their parents can come together. We're going to see all of the different artwork that the ceramic camps made.
fun.
We're hoping that from the creative writing, they can have a little reading for the parents. And then for the ukulele camp, maybe they can even put on a little show.
Nice.
This is what they learned.
Yeah. That's awesome.
So will that take place in Oringer?
That
Is
will be
the
in
plan?
Oringer.
Okay.
That's right. Yep. Mhm.
All right. Very cool.
Nice.
Yeah, the camps are so much fun. I would have loved to have attended any of these camps that we're offering up. But I don't even know if my local community college was offering them. And I think it's more of a recent thing of people
It
seeing
is,
the value of exposing students to all the fun things we can do at a community college.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of fun stuff.
Yeah. So I know we're going to be talking about some of our local community events in just a minute. Anything else about our upcoming camps that you want to share and make sure that people know who are interested in having their kids attend?
It's just like you say, and we got the space is limited. They're filling up quick. So if you're interested, go to the website, give us a call. But we'd love to have you.
Okay.
Any questions, just let us know.
Great.
I did want to say that if you weren't able to get in this year, or if you have some younger kids and you're thinking about this in the future, around mid-March, early April is kind of when you want to check our website to see what the updated camps are going to be for the following summer.
Very good.
Just kind of put you guys on the spot a little bit here too. So graduation is a week from tomorrow, right?
Yes.
I know you always have the opportunity to work with students. You get to know them much better than others do, just because you see them every day. You work with instructors. Any students or anybody you want to point out that is going to be graduating next week that you've had a personal connection with, or you were able to see them come through, or went through camps before? Or
yeah, we in my world, some of the kids will be graduating, walking tomorrow. We've been working with them since they were in 10th, 11th grade.
Yeah,
the high schools. And they kind of you see them grow, and now, man, they're going to be walking across stage with an associate's degree and set up for a career, not a job but a career, and really they're just really excited. We've got an award ceremony coming up at the high school, at Havelock High School, Monday night with the CCP students.
Okay.
And I've seen that we've been to those ceremonies, and now we've seen those kids kind of come through our programs and graduating and in a great career opportunity. And it's just nice to see that the kids from the start to the finish and where they are.
Right, because you get to see that longer cycle,
yeah.
right? You talked about the students starting in the camps earlier, but you definitely hold tours for students that are in high school, so that's the first time they get exposed to Craven Community College a lot of times, and then you can see them ask all the questions.
Ask all the questions. It's pretty cool. I had a student who came with his parents. It's been probably 3 years ago. And he was a senior in high school and coming into our career programs for the following year. And we were talking, and I said, "Well, how'd you find out about Craven? What got you interested?" He said, "Oh, I came through here in the 6th grade."
Yeah.
So they were on a middle school tour, which is pretty cool.
Yeah,
that's awesome. Before we started the show this morning, you were mentioning about going to Atlanta for Skills USA.
Yes.
Please, because that also starts there with the high school. So tell us a little bit about that.
Skills USA is a student-led organization, and we're excited about that. For in our world, for career programs, hands-on things we do. They compete with other students throughout the state. We were at a competition at Skills USA state competition in Greensboro in late April. Went really well. We've got I think it's 7 students who qualified from the state. When I say that, when we go to nationals in Atlanta, our students will be competing against other state champions, which is a really big deal. We're excited about this. A week process. We'll be there for a week, and it's just a great event. I mean, it's just, these kids get. We do some great things here at Craven, but when you go to state competition, I mean, there's 3,000 students there.
Yeah, sure.
Then we go to nationals. It's just a great event, and they get to network with students. They talk to the students. Employers are there. Well, I've seen kids get hired directly right after competition from folks, and it's really good stuff. And it just gets us out of our shell. I mean, all of us do. And we have a bad habit of, you work. You kind of work in a silo. You don't really know what goes on elsewhere. Well, you see what goes on when you go to these other competitions. It's really a eye-opening experience for our students,
and a great opportunity for them to network as well.
Exactly,
because I mean, there's that peer group right there that they're going to probably be in the industry with in the near future. So that's awesome.
Really good stuff.
Yeah.
And the administration has really supported us. I mean, we'll get on a plane June 23rd and fly to Atlanta for a week, and it's it's really expensive to do that, but we get a lot of support from the administration, and we appreciate that.
Wonderful. And I'm glad that Joseph will be able to go this year as well, so he's going to be helping document it and get some photos and video that we can share while he's there and or when he gets back.
We are excited about Joseph going with us.
Yeah.
We are.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Tyler, what about you? Any students stick out? Because you started in the classroom and then your role has changed. So
so I've only been in this role for a year now. So before that, I was in the classroom, and quite a number of my students are going to be walking across that stage. So it's always exciting. My favorite part is reading the program, just so I can pick out names that I recognize before I even see them go up there. I taught the upper level math courses for the most part. So a lot of my students are going to be going into the NC State engineering program on the Havelock campus, or all the other 16 public universities that we have. So it's really nice to see them start here, grow, become adults, from the kids that I met back in the day, and to see them continue their journey off at the universities. It's a wonderful thing to see.
It really
That's
is.
wonderful. Anything in your department that you want to share about beyond the camps? Anything that's coming up in the fall that you want to announce or share?
Oh, nothing's coming to mind.
Oh, sorry I put you on the spot.
You got a lot going on.
Well, one thing I know you do know something about is the new program we have at New Bern High School with the Craven Achievers.
That's right.
That's something that is a pilot program we're trying to get going.
Oh, wonderful.
I know New Bern High School's been promoting it as well, but it's basically to try and develop a cohort model so that our students can go and take these transfer classes for 2 years and consistently have those classes available to them and make sure that those classes make in the classroom so they can be there actually seated on campus.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so it's going to be a wonderful program. We'll have our full-time faculty members going to the high school. They'll be able to get their high school credits and their college credits all in one go. So it is a really wonderful opportunity for these students.
Because especially if you're a parent and you want to allow your child to go to a college class, but you might be concerned about them taking that first step, especially in an online environment. being in the classroom can make all the difference for those kind of students and for the parents to have the confidence that their
No
kid will
doubt.
succeed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think it's a great program. I'm looking forward to
I'm really excited.
starting in the
Yeah.
fall. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Super.
Yeah.
Lots of good stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. And if Craven Achievers program, I think we're sending them to CCP right now.
That's right.
Okay. All right. Great.
Yay.
Very good. Yeah.
Yes.
So many exciting
There
things
are
going on. Yeah.
lots of stuff.
We just get excited when we're close to the graduation
Yes, we
season,
do.
right?
It is.
Yeah.
It is. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, guys, thank you again for joining us
Thanks for having
and
us.
Yeah,
liking
thank you.
us enough to come back.
We'd love to come back.
So,
It's always fun here. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, of course.
Absolutely.
Thanks for
Always a
being
good
here.
time.
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. You know what it's time for?
Yes, I do.
It's time for community events.
Guess what? There's something rotten. The final performance of Something Rotten concludes this weekend with showtimes at 7:30 p.m. on Friday and Saturday. Set in the 1590s, Something Rotten follows brothers Nick and Nigel Bottom, two struggling playwrights desperate to step out of the shadow from William Shakespeare. Packed with show-stopping musical numbers and a hilariously eccentric cast of characters. Something Rotten is a laugh out loud, clearly, because I'm already starting, celebration of creativity and ambition and the magic of the theater. Tickets can be purchased at rivertownplayers.org.
Yeah, and I saw it last Friday. It is a good, funny show, fun musical. The guy who plays William Shakespeare, his name is Will Duvall. It's played almost like William Shakespeare's a rock star, almost like an Elvis character. So he's just like very full of himself, and everybody's like swooning over him. So that's really fun. But everybody does a great job in that. It's well done. It's well written.
So definitely the eccentric cast.
It is an eccentric cast.
Eccentric cast.
Yeah. So definitely go see it.
Awesome.
Yep. Okay, it's the North Carolina Plein Air Art Festival. It's going to showcase 35 nationally acclaimed plein air artists May 11th through the 18th from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. at Newbern Farmers Market. This will include demonstrations, workshops, art displays, and sales. All activities are free except workshops and the annual Quick Paint competition that anyone can enter.
Guess what? It's spring in the air. Havelock Spring Festival. The Havelock Chamber of Commerce, in partnership with the City of Havelock, is excited to announce the upcoming Havelock Spring Festival this Saturday from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. at Walter B. Jones Park. With live entertainment from local musicians and artists, over 40 food trucks to try, and plenty of activities. 40 food trucks? That's a lot of food trucks.
It is.
I didn't know we even
you
had
better be
40
hungry.
food trucks.
Yeah, skip breakfast that day.
Wow. And plenty of activities for the whole family. This is an event you do not want to miss. Sounds like fun. And you overflow parking, go to Havelock campus.
There
Love
you
to
go.
have you.
At the Gallery, Billy Strayhorn performed by Quincy Jones. The final performance of this season's At the Gallery concert series will feature the music of jazz composer Billy Strayhorn and will be performed by Quincy Jones. The show will take place next Saturday, May 17th from 7 to 8 p.m. at the Bank of the Arts in New Bern. Doors open at 6 p.m. with a pre-concert talk at 6:30. Tickets are $20 for members and $25 for non-members and can be purchased at the Bank of the Arts in downtown New Bern or cravenarts.org.
We're going to go walk with the doc. This month's edition of Walk with the Doc is on May 17th from 9 to 10 a.m. while featuring Amanda Sawyer, Carolina East Stroke Awareness Coordinator, who will discuss what we can do to maximize maximize our chance for a good outcome after a stroke with a group walk afterwards. This event is free and open to people of all ages and abilities. Location is going to be at Creekside Park at 1821 Old Airport Road, or Stanley A. White Recreation Center on 3rd Avenue if it rains. Have you been to the Stanley White Rec yet?
I have not.
I have not either.
It looks
It's a
great
beautiful
from
building.
the outside, yeah,
Yeah.
but I have not been inside yet.
Okay.
Well, take me out to the ball game for the Craven Community College baseball team because history has been made. Craven Community College Panthers baseball team is heading to the NCBA Division III World Series after clinching their first ever District II regional championship. This marks the first regional title and World Series appearance in club history. So, and my understanding is it's the first time a community college has made it to this level as well.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, it's really great. So they're going to be heading up there, I think, next Thursday to Butler, Pennsylvania to compete in the NCBA Division III World Series from May 16th to 18th. And their first game will be Friday, May 16th at 4 p.m. against number 1 seed Dickinson.
We need to have them on the podcast. That'd be fun.
Yeah, so they're going to play against the New Bern Southpaws on the 30th of May as part of their season opener. So we'll definitely be out there to celebrate them then and congratulate them on their division victory and then hopefully their World Series victory as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Guess what? Graduation's, like I said, right around the corner.
It is.
The moment you've been waiting for is almost here. Join us for the 58th annual commencement ceremony on Friday, May 16th at 9 a.m. We look forward to celebrating and honoring the hard work and academic achievements of our graduating class from across the college. Details and updates will be posted at cravencc.edu/graduation. Will it be live stream?
It will be live streamed, yes. So
Okay.
you can watch it on our YouTube page, our Facebook page. You can find the links if you go to cravencc.edu/graduation. So yeah, you can watch it that way. Also, just a note for anybody who is not coming to graduation and watching this, but they are trying to go to work Friday morning, you might want to avoid this area because there's usually a little bit of traffic. So our friends who live in Greenbrier, it will affect them as well. So might want to look at a different way of getting in and out that day, but.
And we still have some cones up protecting our geese.
We do, yeah.
who keep kind of multiplying and having little nests all over the place. So please be careful of our fowl friends.
That's right. Yeah, well, they just wanted to be here for graduation. Look,
do. They're
we
special.
talked about having students here for middle school students for camps to get them that early start. Well, now we've got goslings here,
We do.
getting
We have
them their early
goslings.
start.
Yeah, very exciting. Good stuff.
Yeah.
So, got anything else you want to share?
No, I think we've covered it. We've got
Yes.
a lot today. I want to thank Ricky and Tyler for being on the show with us today. Camps and in
It'll be
arts
fun
and
to see
sciences
the
and-
young people on campus too.
Yeah.
It'll be great. We'll be back next week.
Nope.
That's right, because of graduation. But
right.
we'll be back the following,
There you
which I
go.
think is the 22nd. Is that right, Joseph?
Don't count on
Yes.
me for dates. I've proven that
Yeah,
today.
I think it's the 22nd. We'll be back Thursday the 22nd. In the meantime, I want to know what kind of cupcake that you wanted. And
Because nobody brought us one, but that's
no,
okay.
It's
Yeah.
okay. But I'm sorry I failed you. I failed you terribly. Well, for all of those graduates, congratulations. But in the meantime, we want you to stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.